All right. I believe we are live. This is 420 in Vancouver. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to wait till some people tune in. Make sure this mic is hooked up okay. If you guys are hearing this, let me know. As soon as we get a few people tuned in, we'll get this going. Okay, I see some thumbs up. Good, good. Thank you. Click the thumbs up button, guys. Hi, hear you fine, loud and clear. Thank you so much, Kristen Kruger. Hi, Lisa. Happy 420, everybody. Ray, good to see you here. Micro Knox. Paul Simon. What's up, everybody? Happy 420. We're here in Vancouver, guys. It's Vancouver's 420. I'm going to take you on a little bit of a walk through the free market that is cannabis here, but it's not as free as you would think, guys. Hi, Kathy Simpson. Happy 420. All right, we have 72 people tuning in, and we only have 13 thumbs up right now. That math doesn't add up, guys. Please click the thumbs up button right now and get these numbers up. Share the broadcast. Hey, I see some people I recognize. How's it going, dude? How are you, man? Good to see you. I'm streaming, just a heads up. Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Got some friends following you.
Yeah, oh wait, let me turn this camera around for a sec. Show the booth. How's it going, man? Yeah, good to see you. We're streaming right now. Is that cool? Like, tell us, you want to tell us about the booth? What is it?
No, he's just using the old tent that we used for Vancouver 9/11 Truth Society. Used for 10 years at Robson Square, and it went across Canada. It's done a lot of things that tents traveled.
Yeah, Vancouver 9/11 Truth's been doing one of the ones who hasn't faded away like so many others. So what do you got? Oh, still rocking the old school. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That says Alex Jones on it. Not
yeah.
But we still got stickers.
Yeah, right on. Cool. Well, I'm going to take people on a little stroll through. I'll come back and talk to you guys in a bit. You hanging out here? I'm going to come back. Cool. See ya. All right. Let's carry on through this crowd, everybody. Vancouver 9/11 Truth. Good guys. Done a lot for the movement, really. Hi. Hey, how's it going?
Good. I just wanted to hug you.
All right. Thanks. All right. Walking through this particular crowd it's kind of hard for me sometimes. Got recognized like twice on the way just to the washroom, and then I started streaming on the way back, and I see a bunch of people, but it's fun. All right, 116 people watching now with 47 thumbs up. That's better, but it's not great. Guys, the music's about to get really loud. I'm gonna walk right into the thick of this, and it's gonna get loud. So get ready. Let me show you what I'm looking at. I'm gonna take you into where we're stationed with our friends at Liberty Farms at their booth, and I'll take you to the stage area and show you what's up with that as well. If you guys are just tuning in, this is 420 in Vancouver, and of course the countdown, I think it's only like 20 after 2 or something. We got another couple hours yet until we get to the big countdown, where people all over the world join together in solidarity and consume cannabis at the exact same time. But I decided to start streaming a little earlier this time because the internet always gets pretty flogged down right around 420 time, obviously. So I'm going to try to stream all the way up till then, but we'll see. So we're just entering the market of it now. And so as you'll see, there's all kinds of products available. Here's where they're selling extracts, for example. You know, you got all sorts of You got all sorts of bud. Bud, you got extracts like, you know, different kinds of, that's called a white cheese. That's a blue wall, lemon Thai kush. These are different buttery kind of extracts. And then you got a lot of buds there. Good, how are you doing? Yeah, man, can you tell us a little bit about your booth here?
Local grown here in BC.
Yeah.
We have all the exotic strains.
Which one is it?
Sour tange.
White cheese, because you want some seafood.
We have 50-50 hybrids of Campfire and Dark Angel.
Yeah.
And 100% strains like Mendo Breath.
Cool. And so, what's it life been like in BC post legalization? Like it's been 3-4 months since legalization. Are you digging the changes, or are you thinking
Not
they're
yet. Not yet. Digging the change. We only sell one day a year. Only this day.
Yeah, right.
So, it is what it is. We'd like it to be bigger, but it's not what it is.
Yeah. What are some of the changes you might want to see in legalization currently?
Being able to freely sell it without having to get the government involved.
Yeah,
right.
Excellent answer.
Of course, get a business license, but they don't deserve to shut us out and shut us down.
Yeah.
We're in BC, and it's still hard to get a license, even though it's legal.
Yeah. Open it up to a free market, right? Yeah. Awesome.
100%.
All right, man. Cool. Thanks for talking to us.
Cheers.
Take care. Yeah, you too. So, I would totally have to agree with that guy. You know, if there's anything that needs to be changed, it's the regulation part, side of it. It's the government's hands being involved because it's heavily regulated. Guys, don't forget, all of this is illegal right now. You know, yes, cannabis is being legalized in Canada, but everything you see going on right now is 100%, you know, illegal. You can't sell, you know, cannabis openly like that. And it's like the other guy said, it's one day a year. They kind of turn a blind eye, and the reason why they do that, because they kind of have to. They can't ignore what the people clearly want. You know, now they're expecting upwards of 100,000 people, I believe, are going to come here. Mainly, well, there's a number of reasons for that. Number one, it's the 25th anniversary of 420. Number two, this is the first one post-legalization. So there's that. It's also Easter weekend. You know, a lot of people have time off. And on top of all that, guys, Cypress Hill is the headlining band this year. So I'm going to take you now to our booth, and then we'll take you up to the stage area, and we'll get backstage. I don't know if Cypress Hill is back there yet, but I'm going to get an interview with those guys today. So leave some comments on any kind of questions you might want me to ask the boys in Cypress Hill about. All right, we got another booth here. British Columbia's finest designer cannabis. Some nice looking extracts here. We'll show you what's going on. Hey, Lee. Now, I know how they are on my YouTube channel. They often don't want to show any kind of smoking. But I think I'm okay to show the product itself. We are in a country where it is legal now, after all. But the legalities of it are, there's a lot of serious issues with it. Now, this is our booth. Liberty Farms. Here, we got a little setup. We got my lovely fiance and my dogs here. This is 420 Tony, everyone.
It's his birthday.
So this is...
It's his 1 year birthday.
It's his 1 year birthday. He's called 420 Tony because...
Hi.
Yeah, he's one today. It's his birthday.
420
Yeah, he was born on 420 and today's his birthday. So the little guy's 1 year old. So we're stationed here with our pups. And then we got this little guy. Hang on. This is my other little guy who's chilling right now. Hey, Kaiser. Kaiser. Say hi to YouTube. Hey, bud. Oh, good boy. So my boys are hanging out here. Good boy. And this is another friend of ours, Moto. He's an amazing puppers. Akita. He's a big guy, but super sweet and gentle. And then here's my bestest little buddy, my birthday boy, 420 Tony. So, I was talking to a guy at a booth, and I was like, what are some of the problems with legalization? And he's like, well, basically the government needs to not be involved. So he had it bang on. But why don't, people are confused about legalization. Like, what do you think should be changed? Mostly.
Like the main thing, like I said, it shouldn't have been legalized. It should have been decriminalized. And that way it's like, it's a tomato. And you gotta be careful because if you eat too many certain vegetables, you can hurt yourself. Especially herbs and stuff, those are not illegal.
Yeah.
We can legally consume all kinds of other herbs and vegetables that can be dangerous if they're not handled properly. So it's up to people to educate themselves. I think if the government wants to get involved at all, just put out education on being safe with cannabis, but don't tell us who can grow it and who can't.
Yeah.
That doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Yeah, exactly. I think you're right. It should be regulated like blueberries, if anything. I don't think it should be regulated at all, but looked at in the same way.
I guess people feel safe when there's some type of ramifications if someone sells me, like, let's say somebody out there was horrible and they were growing cannabis that was sprayed with all kinds of stuff and it had terrible things in it. But the thing is, there is ramifications for that already in place. It's you sue people, and then the companies that do terrible things like that would get bad reputations, and they would go out of business very fast, right?
Yeah.
So we don't need the government to regulate this. We just need a free market, free and fair, open market where people will be like, don't buy from that guy because his weed is terrible, or his weed is sprayed with something, or he's just not very good at this, or whatever it is.
And the government's going to fall into that camp, you know.
Exactly. They're already doing that to themselves.
Yeah. That's why we got to support people like Liberty Farms, you know, guys like Chad Jacket. We'll bring him into the loop here. Thanks for talking to us, and happy birthday, birthday boy. All right. Kaiser's chill down there, so he's all good. And here we have the man himself, Chad Jacket.
Hey.
In the house.
Hey, how's it going?
You know, happy 420.
Yeah, happy
First of all.
420.
Some people might not be aware of the fact that everything that's going on in here is, in fact, illegal. There's a lot of cannabis being sold in the open market. That's illegal. There's a lot of, basically smoking in a park is illegal. But these are laws that don't make any sense right now.
Yeah, they're not lawful.
No,
They're
they're
lawful laws.
Yeah.
So they don't really hold up.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So, yeah.
So
if
the cops turn a blind eye on this particular day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's a beautiful day today, that's for sure. And I don't even see a lot of cops. Like, where are those? They're like a lot of them up top. There they are. Never mind. There they are. They're just hiding.
oh yeah,
I see them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're there.
Yeah.
They're there.
and again, huge crowd here today. I think they were expecting somewhere around 100,000 people, I believe.
Yeah, is that what they're
So,
expecting? I didn't
something
know.
Like
I
that,
didn't
probably
hear the
because
predictions.
of the fact that Cypress Hill is supposed to be in the house. So
Cypress Hill.
Cypress
Yeah,
Hill.
that'll be big, hey?
Yep.
For sure. I think
Yeah.
everybody's probably pretty excited about that.
So I was asking Molly what she thought was one of the biggest things that needs to change with legalization.
Mm-hmm.
I ran across another vendor guy who said, I think the government just needs to stick out of it. Pretty good answer.
Yeah.
What would you say is one of the biggest changes that needs to take place, you know, where they failed the biggest?
Oh, wow. Well, there shouldn't be anybody going to jail for pot, for cannabis anymore. It just, people should not be going to jail for anything other than stealing cannabis from somebody.
Yeah.
So that's how it should be now. But it's not. the regulations shouldn't be, made in the image of the multinational corporations and the massive big players. They should be inclusive of, the small mom and pop producers, the average Joes, and the people that just want to get in and give it their best swing. So it shouldn't be so hard for people to get into the market. You shouldn't have to conform to some huge multinational or big agri company or something that's going to gobble you up or something like that, or a big pharma.
Yeah, exactly. That's the aspect that a lot of people are missing. They look up here to Canadians. They say, "Wow, that's great. The entire country legalized." Like, well, sort of. A mafia-like faction of the government legalized in a sense that they're cornering a market, and there's small mom and pops who have built the industry. Developed these strains that really help people medicinally, and they're coming in and kind of taking it over. That's what it is.
It absolutely is. And they're forcing a lot of people to kind of, if you want to be in the market, you've got to grow and be bigger than you actually want to be. And, and then there's other angles where it's like, well, if you want to be a micro producer, well, you're probably going to be smaller than you even want to be. So there's no real in between. It's 2,100 square feet, I think they're saying, for the micro producers. It's really quite small. You don't have any room to expand at that. And then, everything else is the large licensed producers. It's you have to be extremely rich to get into that market
And connected.
Yeah, and connected.
Yeah.
It's really not about even money. It's really about the connections you have to your your connected politician.
If you're connected to Big Pharma, you're going to have a real good in.
You're absolutely going to have a real good in.
And we know, Monsanto, Bayer, these guys are going to want to have their hands all over this plant because let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, they want to control every organism on the planet.
Yeah.
So of course they're going to have their dirty fingers in cannabis.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I think GMO seed is already known. It's not a conspiracy theory,
Oh, yeah.
It's GMO seed is out there.
Oh, it's absolutely out there.
Right,
And
yeah.
I don't know how much of it is in the cannabis world. It's probably in the cannabis world. I don't know how much, but I'm hoping that there's not a lot of it, and I'm hoping we can try to keep it out of the cannabis world as much as we can and keep our genetics safe. We don't want to have
things
that are genetically modified getting spliced into our genetics unknowingly and tarnishing our good heirloom genetics or our land race genetics. So
Man, it's more than just protecting people's rights because it comes down to people's health. We are talking about medicine here. That's not debatable either. People use this for medicine. It's helping people with seizures, helping people with all kinds of things. So they want to regulate that. Take the ability away for these small craft producers who have really honed in on what these people need. And they're going to take that away, radiate their cannabis, and take away the medicinal benefits, as I understand it as well, right?
Yeah, so a lot of them are radiating. I've heard up to 80% of them are actually radiating. And then from what I've heard lately, they're actually approved for 23 different pesticides, I believe it is.
Really?
That's pretty ugly. So I don't know, man. It's and just the fact that they're calling it non-medicinal recreational cannabis now, and they're trying to get people to conform to non-medicinal recreational cannabis. It just reeks of trying to change the entire movement from being a medicinal herb to being some sort of party drug, and B, also, being like, well, it doesn't have any medicinal value. It's more like a cigarette as well. And so therefore, if it's like a cigarette and you're just using it to just, as a habit, then we can tax you hard on it and we can spray all kinds of crap on it and make you sick. So I don't know. I'm suspicious of the government and the way they do everything. And so I would say, it's time for a free and fair market, and it's time that we all stand up and and say, you know what, we're not going to smoke GMO sprayed non-medicinal recreational cannabis just because you renamed something and it's a medicinal herb. And I think that should be the movement that we all kind of take in the next little while is, listen, this is a medicinal herb. It's not even medical, because what's medical, what does really medical mean? It's a medicinal herb that helps with many different ailments. It can maybe be abused as well, but so can cheeseburgers. And let adults be adults. Let people be people, and leave people alone.
You know what I would like to say is, and change this, maybe we can get this phrase to become a reality, is not to move to the black market. I don't like the term black market anymore. Let's call it what it is. It's the free market. Okay, so let's stop buying from the government, and let's all move into, not the black market, the free market, as it's called, which is where the government's not involved.
Well, all in the same, it's... I don't know what's going on.
I mean, they're involved, but they're going to fail, right? It's a free market, but their product is garbage, and they're going to fail.
They are, but I think it's still... people are still trying to get involved and trying to get in where they can. And unfortunately, I see it's tough. Like, I see why everybody wants to try to get in and try to do it, because they don't see any other option. They don't want to be a criminal anymore. People have been fighting for this for a really long time. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, I see that it's going to cause a lot of turmoil, a lot of headache for a lot of people. Hopefully, a lot of people have some good results getting through and getting where they want to be. In the micro production license, it basically makes people into you're not only a grower, but now you've turned into a real estate tycoon that you've got to go around and buy different properties to put different micros on. I mean, unless you're able to, I guess, try to break your property into different addresses. These are different things I think people are trying to work at.
There's some people who've tossed around some interesting ideas on how to deal with that problem.
All the hoop jumping that they make people do just to be able to be in business. It's unnecessary, and people should just be able to grow their businesses how they want to do it and how they see fit doing it. And they shouldn't have to jump through so many hoops to just appease the government. It's sad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well said. So I guess we'll leave it at that, and we'll remember that this is a protest today. It's somewhat of a celebration, but not really. There's not a whole lot to celebrate in terms of legalization. People are still resisting, and they're pushing back, and you've been doing a great job at it. Any last things you want to plug before we go? I'm going to head up to the stage, take these fine folks backstage, and then I'll probably come back down and talk to you guys to wrap it up.
Anybody that's been out there fighting for a free and fair market, and really for everybody to be able to use this plant freely, they deserve a little bit more credit, I think, than a lot of people give them. It's not been an easy go. It's really not easy doing this. It's exhausting at times. You're called everything from a hippie to just an anti this, anti that, anti. You know what? We don't really think the government's doing a lot of great things. It's not that we're all anti-government. Well, some of us, we don't really like a lot of government. Let's admit, but it's just they label everybody everything. They kind of make us into. They've made us into terrorists over the years almost. It's like, we're a bunch of people that grow flowers, and we're still taking abuse from this bullshit. Yeah. So it's not over yet. Now everybody thinks it's legalization and it's all over, and meanwhile the small guys are fighting harder than they ever have. Yeah. So support your local small craft community, your small craft growers, your small dispensary owners. And support your co-ops. Yep. Support your friends, your buddies, your neighbors.
Yeah. The free market.
Hug one another every now and then, guys. It's getting to be a pretty angry world. So.
Yeah. And now they're criminalizing, a plant, a medicine, a flower, as you said. It's all all that's being grown here.
That's it.
All right.
That's all it is.
We're gonna walk on through this crowd.
All right.
Probably come back down before we finish up. All right. So, all right, we have a couple hundred people tuning in. Only about 122 thumbs up, though. Come on, everybody. Hit that thumbs up button. Share this one. Let people know. We are live. We're going to be live here for as long as we can. Anyways, you know, the internet gets pretty clogged usually as soon as it gets closer to 420. Before we go, we'll say goodbye one last time to our little guy, 420 Tony. Hey, bud. Did everybody notice he's rocking a bow tie? No, I can't see it. Anyways, he's got a bow tie under there. Yeah, my lovely fiance, Molly. She's got a nice little doggy bag on the front of her so she can work the Liberty Farms booth while holding on to this little guy and watching our other little one over there while I go live with you fine folks. All right, we'll see you soon. There he goes, 420 Tony. All right. So now's a good time, it looks like, to get on up to the stage. I'm going to try to go a different way because it is very, very busy here, folks. I saw some comments in the comment section there while I was interviewing Chad. People saying great work to Lee on the videos. Yes, absolutely. Me and Lee have been doing more regular video reports. We're going to try to start doing them every Thursday, bang out a few reports. And yeah, it's been great. So let's show you the guys on stage.
Little did they know they've been a part of the ride since the very beginning.
All right, so getting closer to there. See, it gets thicker and thicker with the crowd. Obviously, the closer we get to 420, the more impossible it is going to be to get on in through here. But I got to figure out how to get up and back backstage. I have one of those magical things that get you in everywhere. It's called a wristband.
Today is a day to celebrate.
So I'm just going to have to work my way through this crowd, so bear with me, guys. Let me turn the camera around so you can see what I'm doing. Remember, this is a protest, but it's also kind of like a festival, really. It's an open market, sales, it's a festival, it's a protest, it's a huge concert. I mean, Cypress Hill this year. It's huge. So we're going to work our way on up this hill.
Deregulation is needed. How nice would it be to head down to your local farmers market to
Let's stop for one sec, give you guys a view.
Know and trust.
See what this looks like so far.
You can go on Canna tours for tastings at your favorite ganja farms. These are some of the goals that the craft cannabis movement has. Let's support them and further the deregulation.
All right, let's head backstage.
25 years ago, I was young, fearless, and a dreamer. I could not have imagined being here today with a stage this size with so many people.
Can we get through here?
Just gotta go around.
All the way around? Okay.
And finally, I was
just gotta go around to get backstage. Gotta find, hey, what's going on, brother? We got this Squatting Sloth here, guys. We're streaming right now live on YouTube.
Nice. Hey.
You guys must have heard of. I'm sure my audience is well familiar with your stuff.
Absolutely. Shout outs to Dan Dix, one of the best channels on YouTube. I've been following it for years now.
Cool.
Definitely subscribe to this guy, and I'm sure we'll bump into each other here more, and we'll talk some more.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sure. Yeah, we'll run into you again. We'll see you. All right, that was Squatting Sloth. He's got a cool channel. He goes around kind of exposing a lot of the SJW nonsense, really. He calls out snowflakes and stuff like that. Let me give you another view, give you a shot of what's going on here, and then let's figure out how to get backstage. Again, if you're just tuning in, guys, it's 4:20 in Vancouver, and You know, this is a big one this year because it's the first 420 post legalization. It's the 25th anniversary as well of all of these. And Cypress Hill is playing, so that means this thing's going to be pretty big. So let's, how the heck do we get around to the stage area? I see staff shirts, so thinking maybe I can get around that way. Let's see. There we go.
Thank you.
All right. Just like that, you flash the wristband, boom, in. We are now backstage at 420 Vancouver, and let's take a quick little tour around. We'll show you where I'm hoping to interview Cypress. As soon as these guys get into town. So here's the stage. Well, the backstage. Again, this is just backstage area. Let's give a quick shot here. Oh, I'm just. What's that? Oh, okay. This is for the. It's like a green stage, if you will. It's for the next act. I got to go to the next stage over. Those are for the next guys up. Here we have the Canna Life Network tents. So here we go. All right. So here's a shot of the crowd. Let me show you from over here.
They're all around the sides of the stage. You gotta go visit these guys. They're absolutely amazing. They are like the lifeblood of this event. We couldn't do it without any of those people. So please, Prop King.
All right.
We have a sponsors list. We're gonna read that afterwards. But these guys throw down to make this happen.
Hey. Yeah, streaming here. So right now we got Jeremiah up on the stage
here in
from
Vancouver, the Vancouver Police Department.
Pot TV.
Because they let this happen. They actually help us make this happen by making it safe for all of us.
And let's get a shot of the crowd here for you.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them. The park board staff as well, emergency services, fire safety, everybody, they're all down here. They have a staging station behind us, and they help make this amazing. So don't believe the hype in the media that the city is totally against us. Their staff are with us. It's just these politicians who are trying to use this event for their own popularity to attack us. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the news, but
again, if you're just tuning in, it's 420 in Vancouver.
They're saying this isn't a
We're here getting ready for the big countdown.
Now that it's legal, why are you guys still doing this?
We got a nice spot.
We just want you guys to disappear
backstage
now that it's
here.
legal.
We're just waiting for.
Does that make any sense to you guys?
Cypress Hill.
Right, and there's a reason that it's still a protest, because every fucking thing here is still illegal.
That's a good point he makes here.
Yet. So until it's legal, we're going to be protesting here. And even after it's completely legal, we're still going to come down here and have the best fucking party ever, right? Exactly.
What's that?
Hell yeah.
Unless you're with the next act, you got to be off the stage.
Okay, let me head this way.
Up down the stairs.
I'm going this way. I'm going to go this way.
There is no other way to go. There's only one end.
I'm with CLN and Todd in that booth there.
I'm sorry?
I'm with Todd and CLN in that booth right over there.
Then you got to go down and come up the other stairs in order to get to that booth.
You
can't go through. You can't go through this way.
Okay. I can. I've gone through here many times.
They're not supposed to go through that way.
Okay.
Again, I don't make the rules. I'm just a messenger.
Right, I know. All right. Well, give me a minute. Todd gets back.
Well, no, instead of he wants everybody off the stage, he's not part of the next act. I'm just following his instructions.
Okay. All right, well, might have to leave. I guess I gotta leave apparently.
Good, all right.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yes, but I was told to clear everybody that was not part of the next act off of the stage. Okay, come with me again.
All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that.
Tommy Chong's coming up.
Oh, okay. Tommy Chong's next, so that makes sense. They're a little on edge about the next act. I mean, Tommy Chong is a pretty big. He's going to bring a big draw. And if I mean, let's take a look at this crowd.
You guys are even born. Yeah, so they deserve to be here at this protest because legalization hasn't happened yet. So.
Yeah, I just had to flash my wristband again. I guess he eventually got it, but Tommy Chong is up next. So
Legalize what we have here. And so I just wanted to say,
I'm doing my job. Yeah, exactly.
It's just so huge. It's so
Yeah.
You guys make this happen. 420 is yours.
Wrong event to be
Much love.
being douchey at.
Jeremiah! Hey! We got a phone
All right, guys.
420 Vancouver.
We're just backstage here at 420 Vancouver waiting for Cypress Hill, but Tommy Chong is coming up in a minute.
A long-time advocate, a wonderful representative.
Let's get another shot of the crowd.
Cool, peaceful, chill.
Please click that thumbs up button, all you new folks tuning in. Let people know we're broadcasting live right now. We're going to be live for as long as we can.
Doing it way before I was born and before you guys
I'm
were
sure they're going to. Internet's going to get a little flogged down by the time we get closer to 420.
Character you will all know well.
We'll keep going for as long as we can. But a lot of the points
if he didn't forget
that these speakers are talking about and making is the important one, that this is still a huge protest. All these people, I mean, it is a celebration. Legalization is moving things in the right direction. However, there's so mumuch more work to do. It's incredibly heavily regulated right now to the point where it's beyond the monopolization of an industry. It's getting dangerous. I mean, people are still in jail. People's medicine is still being confiscated. Genetics are being stolen, manipulated. They're reducing them. Let's get a shot of Tommy Chong.
We wish you were here.
So, if you're tuning in just now, we got Tommy Chong up on the stage, and he is he's talking to a pretty big crowd, as you can see.
That's our host.
How cool is that? They're the happiest people in the world. Thanks for coming out.
Hey, dude.
We're going to have a couple words from another good friend of ours.
All right, where'd Tommy Chong go?
He's come all the way out here from Saskatoon, runs the Medicinal Prairie Cup out there every year, which is one of the best parties that I go to every year. Give it up for Jeff Lundstrom.
All right, I guess Tommy's done. Let's get another shot of this crowd for you.
This is a Fukushima pre-roll. My buddy gave this to me to smoke with you guys. You want to fucking smoke this with me? And I'm gonna light it up. Light up what you got. Let's get hot. And then I got some shit to tell you. Because if you ain't never been to the prairies, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, for the Prairie Medicinal Harvest Cup,
now there's a bit of a smoke out. Check this out.
Like that ever. You gotta come out.
Yeah, they're hitting it hard down there. Cannabis culture tent, smoking it up quite a bit.
So I got some of the best friends in the world. Cannabis culture, big shout out to Jeremiah. Everything that these people have done has inspired me to do what I do. So I used to be one of you guys standing in the crowd before, smoking a big fat joint, wanting to be up on stage, talking to you like I am right now. Everything I've done, everything I do now, I grow marijuana medicinally. I've had my license since 2008.
Can you guys hear the speakers okay? Coming out of the speakers?
We are a main
know how it
sponsor.
sounds.
That's our banner over on the side. I work with groups like She's Roots who help medicinal patients obtain their license. I work with groups like Continental Concentrates, Coast to Coast, and they're some of the best in the world. I have the best job. I have been around the world. I've been to Squamish in Barcelona. I've been to Amsterdam High Times Cup 4 times. I say if you've been once, you're lucky. If you've been 4 times, you're spoiled. I have the best job in the world, and all I do every day is smoke weed. So if you go after those dreams and continue to work hard,
I'll have to check who this guy is.
True.
I've seen him at
And
other
this has
festivals
been illegal
before.
for a long time. I've been growing weed since they locked you up and give you 10 years for that shit. I still got a basement full of weed right now, growing hard. And the police, you know, they're watching us today, right? And like Jeremiah was talking, nothing is legal. Until the cannabis plant is completely free, nothing's legal. We're not going anywhere because the plant's not going anywhere, and that's been forever. I don't see any of you guys slowing down. Who's all high right now? So, I have exciting news. We just signed a new venue spot for my Prairie Cup. It's called the Prairie Medicinal Harvest Cup.
Oh yeah, he runs the Prairie Cup.
The Prairie Cup. And we just signed dates that we're going to announce right now. So if you're not doing anything November long weekend, 8th, 9th, 10th of November, and you want to come to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan and be part of one of the greatest events I have ever had the pleasure of hosting, I'll see you at the Prairie Cup and we will fucking party, I promise you that. If I come this far to be with you, you guys come that far to be with me. Deal? Do it. Go.
Of course, there's Jody Emery.
Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Cannabis Culture. Shout out to Mark Emery, the BC3. If you guys don't know about the BC3, Greg Williams, Michelle Rainey, Mark Emery. That's the stuff that inspired me to begin to do what I do, to be an activist, to grow weed every day, to constantly break the laws because they're unjust. To do what I do every day, grow weed, broken or not. We're gonna smoke. I grow some of the best weed you've ever smoked, I promise you. If not, come find me, we'll get high, I'll prove it to you. Other than that, shout out to everybody. Have fun, Cypress Hill.
Oh yeah.
420, Vancouver, we ain't going nowhere!
420 Vancouver, once again, if you're just tuning in, we're just waiting for the big act, Cypress. So, but when they do come, got a little camera set up here and a couple of chairs here, and gonna try to get an interview right here with Cypress Hill. They're probably around in the backstage area somewhere, which is down here. There's one of the main organizers of the event, Dana Larson.
Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to Jeff.
Huge crowd today.
When Mark Emery was arrested in Saskatoon in 2004,
Now Jody Emery speaking. Let's see what she has to say.
he got a 3-month sentence he served. And I was there at a rally, and somebody stole my purse and ran off with it. And then a guy...
This guy's taking a picture.
Snotty-nosed res kids.
got back to me.
These
And many years later, this guy here says to me, you remember when... So, let me say thank you for always being there. Thank you for...
Apparently these guys are
None of us
up
have
for a
been
Juno
arrested.
Award, Snotty Nosed Red Kids or something. I don't know. Some sort of large act that's also here.
So you know, if you follow me on Twitter, Jody Emery,
They might be the next performers getting ready to go on.
because along with the lie of legalization,
Again, if you're just
they've been lying about this
tuning in, we're here at Vancouver 420. We're just backstage right now. Jody Emery's on the stage.
This event is a volunteer-run event. It's a non-profit society.
Let's get up here and see what she's
And
saying.
over the years, as the event grew and grew, the city officials and the park board and the Vancouver Police and Fire and Rescue and Coastal Health, everybody said,
can you get more toilets? Can you get more first aid? Could you please pay for this and that and this and that? And we said, okay, well, we need to raise some money, so let's get some donations. So all the vendors here in front of the stage, they paid donations to pay for this event. Every other city event gets taxpayer dollars to pay for policing and cleanup and all the costs involved. $250,000, $800,000. Those are events like fireworks. They get corporate sponsorships and they cause destruction and they get hundreds of thousands in tax dollars. So suddenly in the news,
Slabby McSlabberson, thank you so much for the super chat. Very greatly appreciated.
The only event that pays for itself because
no
you
shoes.
guys and our sponsors and donors make it happen.
Of course, no shoes.
So,
she's a hippie.
we do have support. Don't believe the lies. All of the money raised today goes towards different efforts. And if there's anybody on the side of the stage who can help me out here, I want to point out at least, maybe they'll stick around for now, but we've got 3 checks. Last year we gave $4,200 to the Fire and Rescue Snacks for Kids and $4,200 to St. Paul's Hospital. This year, we've been really torn apart by some misleading or outright liars in the media and political office. CKNW and Global News have not been too kind to us, actually, in some ways. Although I was there today and yesterday, and they gave me a chance to speak finally. But we thought, why don't we give the money to the kids? We're giving $4,200 to the CKNW Children's Fund. We're giving $4,200 to Global News Children's Variety Charity. And we're giving $4,200 to the Vancouver Overdose Prevention Society. That's because our event cares about our community. They say we're just a bunch of druggies, degenerates, trashy people.
If you're just tuning in,
those sort of comments are unacceptable.
420 Vancouver. We got Jody Emery on the stage right now.
Diverse group of people.
We're in the countdown to 420, obviously.
Races, all
huge
creeds,
crowd here.
all economic backgrounds, all ages, all political beliefs. We deserve freedom, equality, and dignity. We are peaceful people. When the government said they were going to legalize it, I'm sorry, I fell for it. I ran with the Liberals. I believed Justin Trudeau. What a liar.
I warned her.
He has betrayed us in so many ways,
I
on
warned
so
her.
many fronts, but that's the system.
Her
That's
husband
Babylon.
walked out on me
That is the system
in
of
an interview.
oppression. That
You can
still
see it in my
seeks to
film, The
oppress
Trudeau
us
Deception.
now. Cannabis is legal, they say. There are 45 new federal offenses. There are now at least $1 billion tax dollars being spent for more marijuana law enforcement. In BC and all across Canada, dispensaries are being raided and shut down. Medical patients are turning to opioids and other drugs because they've lost their access. The so-called legal medical access is going to the recreational market, so a bunch of former cops and politicians can
Sounds
make
like
millions of dollars
she's finally
from a stock
starting to get it.
market pot scam called legalization. That is not legalization.
Nope.
We have been saying legalize it for decades. They were saying it before I was born.
Still just arrived.
And they didn't legalize it.
Yeah, Cypress
They
Hill just arrived.
recriminalized it. It's fake legalization. Go on Twitter, look it up. New prohibition. This is not legalization because we are not free.
All right.
We are not liberated from the criminalization of the
Should I
past.
stick around here and listen to
We have been
Jody
saving
Emery's
lives.
speech?
Cannabis
Or go find
dispensaries have been
Cypress
saving
Hill
lives, and in the United States,
here backstage
peer
somewhere, who I was
reviewed
just
research
told
show that
has just
where you
arrived.
have medical
So we're going to try to get in an interview with them, of
opioid
course.
deaths go down by 33%. It is a crime to deny access to life-saving medicine. That's the crime.
Stay with Jody, says the
Cannabis
land of
is a
420.
safer choice.
Find Cypress,
And it
says
makes me
Danky.
So sad and so sick.
Craig says
to see
Jody.
the stigma and the
Blair says
demonization
stay.
Continue. And I receive messages from people all over the world. Do you know how many people wish they could be where you are right now? There is nothing like this anywhere in the world. This is the free market. This is the black market. This is the peaceful community that was supposed to be liberated and legalized. And yet they continue to oppress, and all around the world, people are marching. They're celebrating. This is a protest. This is a celebration. It is our collective pride. People
Spark
in the
one
world
up.
are
You're
being
right. No,
oppressed,
she's not
they're
wrong,
being
but she's
executed,
a little
they're
too
dying
late.
from
She
government
rallied the
and
entire
police
youth of the
killing them over
nation to get
cannabis.
behind Trudeau, who
People around the world
is
say,
the
go Vancouver,
reasons
go!
why we have all these
Set
crazy
the model,
regulations that
fight
we do
for
right
us.
now.
You guys take a stand for us.
We warned
in
her
these
about it
countries where
at
we're
Press
being
for Truth.
killed, where the drug war ravages people and tears apart families and costs billions of dollars. If they want to complain about tax dollars, let's talk about the drug war. Let's talk about the insane amounts of money that goes towards policing and going after peaceful people when there are our communities and our citizens are suffering and dying. Where's our housing? Where's our health care? Where's everything else that taxpayers are supposed to be promised?
What time is it, guys? Are we getting close to 4:20 yet? I can't tell because I'm streaming with my phone.
Criminalize your neighbors. And all around the world, people today
know how far away from 420 we are.
international holiday. This is our day. Millions of people worldwide are gathering collectively.
It's 3:30 now, thanks, Lee.
Freedom, equality,
So,
and dignity that we deserve.
less than an hour away. All right, I'll keep streaming and for as long as I can.
What is the cannabis
And,
culture? What is a culture? It's a group of people who have a lot of things that combine.
I wanna
them,
go
and I want to let you know you are
back to
members
my
of the
booth
cannabis
way over
culture.
there,
We
the red
have
one,
music,
to
like
get my
Cypress
camera
Hill.
gear.
We have art.
Just thought I was going to be
have
up here for a
language.
second, but
We
that's
have
really kind
symbols.
of far
we
now
have rituals.
to get through all
Pass it
these
to the left.
people
You go anywhere in
from
the,
the
world,
backstage
you
area.
hear the reggae music, you know those are your people, because that's the tree of life.
I could interview Cypress Hill
You go
as
around the
is.
world, you see
This is
Bob
decent
Marley,
audio, I
bless you,
suppose.
Bob
I got you
Marley.
guys with
Get
me,
up,
so
stand up,
why not?
stand up for your rights.
We've got Squatting Slav
We
again.
don't need no more trouble, and we don't need no more drug war. This is about
All right.
a worldwide movement of people, a culture that is oppressed.
That was the
So when
Squatting
they
Slav
say you're just a bunch of degenerates and stoners who want to
snapping
party,
a selfie with me.
well, we like to party too, but so does everybody else. We deserve to
So
have
right
not
now
just
backstage we
a
got the
protest
Squatting
against
Slav, we got these guys who are up for a
prohibition,
Juno
which
apparently.
continues.
We got Tommy
deserve to
Chong is
have
over there
a
somewhere.
celebration of
And
cannabis and our
Cypress
culture
Hill.
and our people
Cypress
and
Hill's
our
in the
plant.
house.
I love this plant.
And,
This plant
yeah.
saved my life.
Man, I
This
was huge
plant
into them
saves
back in
people's
like
lives every
94,
day.
95 when I was in, you know, grade 9 and
They are hurting
94.
people and killing people. And
Yeah,
as
they
you
were
heard
awesome
said
back then.
before, it's only a crime
Interview
if there's
him,
a victim.
Dan. Oh,
It's a
yeah,
crime
for
if
sure,
there's
Lee.
an aggressor
Interview
and
Squatting
somebody
Slav.
being
Yeah,
hurt.
good call. I will.
Cannabis doesn't have victims. The only victims are of the cannabis criminalization law.
Maybe I'll try to do that now,
I was
but-
arrested. I was strip searched unconstitutionally.
I was talking to him
punished
earlier. I don't know if
just
you saw
like
that.
hundreds
We
of
said, oh yeah,
thousands,
we'll be
if not
around.
Millions of Canadians over the history of prohibition.
All right, let's
and
show
it
you.
continues today. A racist war that disproportionately targets people of color and the poor and the young and the marginalized. And I'm sick and tired of seeing the rich get richer on fake legalization. We didn't legalize it for corporations and governments and cigarette makers and alcohol companies and pharmaceutical companies to come in and take it over. And it makes me sick seeing cops and officials who fought against legalization cashing in while the pioneers and the victims of prohibition are excluded. Do not believe that it's legal yet. It's not. We have so much to do, and I'm so grateful to be here. It is hot though. Let me tell you, I'm feeling lightheaded because of the sun. The sun is more dangerous than cannabis. Please get some water and shade. We have sunblock. Look after yourselves. Look after the park. They really give us a lot of grief every year. The next 2 weeks, you'll see me on Twitter fighting back against the lies, the truth of 420.
I think I've had just about
But
enough.
please remember, this is a culture. This is a community that deserves that freedom, equality, and dignity. It's a
The Jody
community and
speech.
culture
Let's
that needs to be liberated
see if
and
we can.
legalized. Legalize this! 420
We'll try to find Cypress
You
in a
guys have
bit.
cell phones? You do. Pull it out. Go to 420vancouver.com. Follow us on Instagram, 420Vancouver official. Hashtag 420Vancouver. Twitter, we've got 420Vancouver_. Go online, find out the information, but most importantly, save 420. They're trying to take this away. Give us a permit, Park Board. Give us a permit. Give us the ability to be here if you're so upset about not having a permit. Park Board staff want us to get it, so give it to us. Treat us like all the other events. I don't want to come down here and get drunk with the fireworks. I want to come down here and do this. And if it's supposed to be legal, let us be legit. Let us have our day, our celebration, our time to gather peacefully. And of course, with our 420 countdown and the smoke signal we send up, doesn't Mother Nature love us? This day is a blessing. Let's say 420. 420vancouver.com, send a letter. All you gotta do is click a button. You can send a letter to all the officials to make this happen. And once more, thank you to the Vancouver Police, Fire and Rescue, City staff, Park Board staff, Vancouver Coastal Health, Vancouver officials of all kinds that help make this a safe, fun event. It's one of the biggest gatherings in the entire city, and it's the most peaceful and the most beautiful event of them all. I love you. Thank you for being here. Be good to each other. Let's celebrate cannabis, protest prohibition. Get up, stand up for your rights. Thank you for being here.
All right, if you're just tuning in, that was Jody Emery giving a speech here at 420 Vancouver.
Worked so very hard on your behalf and my behalf. God bless you, dude.
And here's the crowd.
All right, get ready.
Huge crowd.
Hi everybody, I've got your kind attention for a few minutes. I've been asked to say a few words to introduce the upcoming act. Can I just stop for a moment, honey? I really want to see one of those signs that says something about...
Who's the upcoming act? Oh yeah, those Juno guys.
Right.
These guys.
So, along with the fight for cannabis, is this, right? Freedom, equality, and dignity, right? Now, I believe that people that
Again,
introduced represent these
Vancouver
values,
420.
right? These are all values we need to return to the world.
It's a rally, it's a festival, but it's mainly a protest.
And for me, right, I'm getting emotional.
I don't know how many of these people get that, but they need to. They need to realize that there's still a lot of problems when it comes to legalization in terms of the government's involvement, really. They just need to step out of it. Let the small guys play. All this smoking is illegal. All these booths are illegal. They're doing what's called civil disobedience right now. All these people are breaking the law here today. Don't have that misconception that, just because it's legal, you're allowed to smoke out in public and sell cannabis in public, certainly. Nope. No, this is all totally illegal, but it's civil disobedience because it's an unjust law. Cannabis doesn't harm anyone. And, yeah, really, we just need to open it up to a free and fair market. So, once again, we got these guys that are going on stage soon. I'm not sure who they are. Musical act of some sort, I think. They're going to be announced right now.
A young lady known as She's a dead woman from the Alexis Aquatic Sioux Nation, Cold Lake, Alberta. Living out here in Vancouver, Coast Salish territory. Her hip-hop, rap, trap, or BGM is blowing up. She's open for Princess Nakia, DJ Shaw, and she's holding it down for our very special guest. She's been nominated for a lot of good things. Oh wow, you know all about it anyway. Oh man, I'm so proud to introduce her. She's gonna do her thing, and she's doing her thing today for the Snotty Nose Redskins, a hip-hop duo, the highest nation, highest Nakala speaking people. They're recreating their identity within their own context, reclaiming their voices, sharing them with a wider audience.
And here we are, folks.
So I hope I'm saying this right.
So, these guys are going on stage next. They're apparently some sort of artists, singers or something, hip hop guys maybe. I don't know. We're gonna see what they do in a sec. Young D? I don't know. They're getting announced right now. Let's look at the crowd.
They won a lot of awards. They were nominated for a lot of stuff. Wow, they made shortlist players. They're taking it to the next level. The next generation.
All right.
Be down, be proud. Stay red, people. Come on up, boys.
There they go.
Hey yo, Bed City, how the fuck y'all feeling today? Happy 420 Vancouver! Before we go any further, we want to acknowledge that we're on the beautiful coast.
They're warming up the crowd for Cypress.
You won't know, we are the study of the best kids, man. I'm gonna need everybody, put your lighters in the sky, put your phones in the sky. Hey yo, this shit legalized, right? Hey yo, if you know the words of this shit, I need everybody to sing it. You ready? Go! Ladies and gentlemen, you and I are in the presence of the Midnight Movement. Let me show y'all how we do it, alright? What's good? Shit, let's turn up. Who the fuck is you? Goonies, baby. Let's go. If the walks in line, if the set up, if the point of view is we might. All the same, there was something new. I'm just saying, time. You. Let them find you where. Whoa, put my team. We done lost tribe. Who the fuck is you? Don't judge your blood fights, cause oh my god, that's the story of my fucking life. Drinking KMO, just like that
It's gonna get hairy, yeah. It's getting a little hairy up here. Sure.
Where's Jeremiah?
We're just gonna hang tight. Waiting for
Cypress Hill first.
Cypress. We're waiting for Cypress here. So stay with us here live. We're backstage at 420. Cypress Hill is in the house here somewhere, and I know once they go on stage, it's going to be really hectic and hard to talk to them after that. So I'm going to try to catch them beforehand. Yeah, I don't think I understand music anymore or something like that because yeah, I don't get it. Is it just me? Am I getting old? I mean, the crowd isn't really moving much. Okay, it's not just me. Yeah. It's lame. I gotta watch what I say. I'm backstage with like their crew. So. But yeah, this is bad. to spot out where Cypress is. They're down here somewhere, probably down there. There's a couple couches down there. We'll head down there in a bit. I gotta go around though, and it's a little hairy right now. Alright, so again guys, if you just tuned in, we're here at 420 in Vancouver. Make sure you click that thumbs up button. Hey, yeah, you did it. Neil Magnuson behind me. It's going to be, that guy there, he just came to say hi. He's going to be performing here in a minute. Every year he sings like Happy Oh Canada, but it's called Oh Cannabis. And
Vancouver,
it's
we are
always
the
fun.
Snotty Nose Rest Kids.
Again, we're
Thank
just
you for bobbing with us today.
we're here backstage at 420 Vancouver, waiting for Cypress Hill to
Vancouver, let's turn up.
come on up onto the stage. We'll see if we can get a little impromptu interview with them, with you guys live, and then I'm going to grab my gear and do a more proper sit-down interview a little later. But sorry to have to put you through this music, I think they call it. I'm not sure though.
We the bougie natives. Snuggledy from the boogies, not the type you see in movies, but the spirit living through me since I was a boogie boogie. Itchy, looky high. When I boogie, I mean some getting good. I'm native bougie. These are wolf and I'm the wolf that's from the sea. And she don't poke her hand as well. I pop this inquiry. You know that to me. Why? I take you, let's go.
This guy's liking it.
I sip you, sip we sip. It's a car.
I don't see too many others though. This is quite the crowd. This is set up. Alright guys, again, we're backstage at a really bad act. I can't say that loudly because their crew is all around me. But what's really important today is that people understand that there is still a protest going on in terms of legalization in Canada. Yes, cannabis has been legalized, but it's so unbelievably regulated right now. Beyond regulation, it's a complete takeover of the industry. So that's what's going on. So the backstage area is getting tight. Oh man, I don't know if I can handle too much of Yes, Thomas Anthony, I agree. Crap indeed. I apologize to be putting you all through this right now. But we got a nice little spot here backstage where I'm going to interview Cypress Hill. I want to ask them, how much do they know about regulation? And the takeover of the industry. I saw Lee suggested I talk to them about censorship, and I think that's a good idea. I might do that as well. So I think these guys are opening up for Cyprus, so we're going to stick around here for a little bit. Yeah. Crowd is pumped and ready for Cyprus.
We have a tour, May 30th, we'll be at the Fortune Sound Club. Follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, the whole fucking nine. In the meantime and in between time, you know the words of this shit, boy. Make some noise one time, sing it!
Yeah, at least these people are, here for free. They did not just do this to Queen. Yeah, rapping hipsters. You got it. Erwin Smith. I'm so glad everybody in the chat here is with me on this. I wasn't sure if I'm just getting old or no. This is crap. I'm right. This is crap. A whole bunch of people not interested, and one drunk guy really digging it. Still digging it.
Cause for life I'm ready, forever. I snake my shots like Wesley. How no better. How dance, baby. I'm singing, hey, yeah. Hit the game, baby. Don't hit the way, yeah.
A lot of people here. I'd guess maybe, I don't know, maybe 40,000 right now. It's tough to say. Maybe more. Yeah, I didn't know either that hipsters invaded hip hop. But check it out. Sorry about that, guys. It is what it is. What you got to go through when you want to talk to Cypress Hill is you get up here and yeah.
KC, I don't think you fucking heard her. How the fuck are you doing today?
That's how you do that.
That's done. Also, my little cousin on stage, she goes by the name of Bosley, y'all. Make some noise for it one time.
No one's gonna take that.
Yeah. That's a little cousin right there. Yo, Vancouver. Yo, can we get this mic up?
All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, it's 420 Vancouver.
Check. Yo,
We're
Vancouver,
here waiting
make
for
some yourselves one time.
Cypress Hill to come on. It's a lot of people here celebrating.
Man, I got a question for y'all.
How high you motherfuckers, man?
We got Tommy Chong in the house. We got Cypress Hill in the house. And I think some of the main organizers are coming up now. They're going to give a talk. They're going to sing "Oh Cannabis" soon, which is always fun. And then I believe Cypress Hill's going to take the stage. And soon, or before that, and then they're going to do the big 420 countdown. And I'm going to stick around up here backstage, so I'll give you guys a nice shot of the crowd when 420 hits. Of course, if you're not familiar with cannabis culture, 420 is today, the 4th month, the 20th day of the year, and at the 4th hour, 20th minute, people join together in solidarity all over the world, and they consume cannabis together as a way to protest prohibition. Now, a lot of people would say there's nothing to protest in Canada anymore because, you know, it was legalized. But what they may not be aware of is the fact that legalization was really just a sneaky way of monopolizing the entire industry. Hey, how's it going? So it was a sneaky way of monopolizing the industry, wiping out all the mom and pops. And that's why we got to continue to raise awareness about the fact that, you know, Canadians didn't get what they truly want when it comes to legalization. Anyways, let me show you what things look like here for me right now. We got a huge crowd.
No way! 500 years, my people been humble. 500 years, we dealt with the struggle. 500 more years for all of my diamonds. 500 years, man. Trying to ride on back. Single back. Crazy horse back. Pontiac black. No, P.A.B. I'm the half free because I didn't trust the spirit of the spirit told me.
The Liberty Farms booth, where my friends are set up right now.
One time for the hoes down the Backstage. 2 times for the crew in the city though. Legend has it that created me an animal. Yeah, they know I'm an animal. 1 time for the hoes down the Backstage. 2 times for the crew in the city though. Legend has it that created me an animal. Yeah, they know I'm an animal. We gon' be alright. Man, we gon' be alright. I got something on my chest like Supreme. 17 lady in the tree. Hey.
Cannabis freedom.
Yep.
All illegal.
Yep. Hey, we're here with Freddie. Freddie Pritchard is he's speaking. You're speaking here today at 6:30. 6:30. So you're going to be taking the stage, following Cypress Hill, I guess.
Yeah.
What are you going to be talking about up there, man?
Sticking to old school. Why I started to become an activist for stopping basically prison for pot, clogging courts, wasting taxpayers' dollars, police resources, and generally ruining and fucking up people's lives. Now the Cannabis Act comes full tilt. They hire new cops. They throw millions and millions of more dollars at it. People are still going to jail for pot. Everything is more so than it was when I started out under this Cannabis Act. So I'm here to shed light on the fact that it's still prison for pot. It's still clogged courts, ruined lives, wasted taxpayers' dollars. And I mean, in all honesty, that was enough before to start to come out to speak as myself, as an activist. I think it's more so now.
It's a harsh message for the people to hear because they want to think that everything's all great, but it's so important for them to understand, right?
Yeah, I was really upset with Linda Steele, some of the mainstream media, the comments, people calling us stupid, lazy stoners. I was really appalled by a lot of stuff that happened on social media and the mainstream media this last week. And I'm here, Kennedy Stewart, our mayor, said, you know, newsflash, you guys, it's legalized. And I'm here to say, well, it's not legalized for anybody that's here. None of these markets, none of these vendors, none of their products, none of this is legal. I'm trying to figure out how it's legalized marijuana
And in short, another thing I do is I look at the quality of the large producer cannabis. And we looked at it for patients, and it was horrendous quality, high price, no deals on quantity purchases. And then here we are today, 6 months into legalization, and I notice none of these people are preferring the legal product. Now the rec market knows what patients face.
Well, a lot of these people are turning to what they call the black market, but I think we need to rephrase that and call it what it truly is, the free market.
Yeah.
Because that's where it's at, really. And I think if we truly allowed the free market to play out as it should, the government weed will just fade away because the free market will decide that it's crap.
Correct. I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah, I think,
And I think our quality and our prices, I was down there today. Now this year, prices are even lower. I was really blown away. There's $15 and $20 grams of shatter all over down there. I'm like, holy smokes, people are doing 4 grams for $20 again. I'm like, wow, how does this legal market compete?
Yeah.
How does it compete?
Yeah. All right, thanks for talking to us. Look forward to your speech.
Yeah, right on. Freddie Pritchard, the One Man Smoke Show. Check me out.
One Man Smoke Show.
To be here with Press for Truth.
Yeah, man.
Free the weed.
Yeah, free the weed. Yeah, he's gonna be taking the stage soon and telling these people some much needed information that they need to hear. They don't need to hear this. They need to hear what this man is going to tell them. Because he's going to enlighten them as to the fact that they're not quite as free as they think they are. They are today. You know, the police aren't going to bother them today. But they're still only favoring all their crony inside Fat Cat buddies who get the licenses, it's called, the LPs. The licensed producers. Wow, this guy's rocking out.
Hey yo, I go by the name of Boston, man. Everybody have a great day. Happy 420, man. Thank you. Hey yo, make some noise for Boston one time, man. Hey yo, so we released our second single off our upcoming album, Trap Line. This shit's called I Can't Remember My Name. Now, we did this shit in Toronto, and it was fucking hella sick. Yo, back up. Hey, yo, back up. Give us space, give us space, give us space. Make it right like this. Take a knee. Hey, yo. Don't put your knee in the dirt. It's muddy and shit, but we did this shit in Toronto, and it was hella lit. So I want to know, can Van City turn up louder than Toronto? I don't think they heard you. Hey, I don't think they heard you. I said, can Van City turn up louder than Toronto? Shit. If you fuck with what he's saying, at the end of every time, I want everybody to scream. Yeah. Try this?
No sign of Cyprus yet. We're probably chilling in a trailer or a tent or something. We just take a peek down here. So this is the backstage area, and I know Cypress is chilling back here somewhere, and if I see him, I'm going to go interview him, but I will be getting a more proper sit-down interview over here in those chairs. But while I have you guys with me here live, I think it'll be cool to find them backstage and get a little tiny, quick, impromptu interview with them.
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
Take the creator for whole world. I'm smudging that dirt on my shoulder. It's living this bad, cause we be the band. It's what the stand. It's kind of like that as a property. You're on my head, no sobriety. Savages fuck with society. And they've been on the way.
I think it's still the same same band, same hipster rap band. All right, have we had just about enough of the backstage area? Dana Larson there, one of the main organizers of the event. He doesn't really like me. He says a lot of things on Twitter to me, but isn't that funny how people don't say things to your face, but they tweet very meanly at you? Hey everybody, all the new people tuning in. Glad to have you here. It's 420 Vancouver. We're just here kind of hanging out backstage waiting for Cypress Hill to hit the stage. These guys just said it's their last song. Can somebody tell me what time it is? Because I can't check because I'm streaming on the phone here. Let me know what time it is, how close we are to 420. Because I believe Cypress Hill will be on okay, so it's 4 o'clock. All right, so we're only 20 minutes away from the big countdown. So I might as well stick around here up on stage. It's going to be impossible to walk through this crowd. Excuse me. What time is it?
It's 4 o'clock.
Nice. Yeah, just confirming we got the right time zones. So yeah, it is 4 o'clock. That means in 20 minutes from now we have the big 420 countdown. And then we're going to try to squeeze down here for Cypress Hill. Scott, can you, I'm able to get access to here. I'll just,
you want to prop up right here?
Oh yeah, I just want to be able to,
We're clear right now. It was just when I was filming. So.
Yeah, it's tight, yeah. So, it was getting hairy back here earlier, but it's opened up a little bit more now. So, I'll give you a bit of a better view of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be trying to get an interview with Cypress Hill right here as soon as they come out. We're going to sit down here. They hit the stage, which is over there. And of course, there's like 50, 60,000 people right here. This is the backstage area where I think Cypress is, somewhere down there. Probably go try to scope them out, but I'm sure they're being hounded by fans right now. So I'm just gonna kind of wait backstage up here and hang tight. Nice setup for the shot. Right now, I believe they're handing out a whole bunch of free cannabis. Soon they're going to be throwing it all over the place. All right, I'll try to give you a full pan of this crowd. Huge. Goes on and on. A lot of people here. A lot of very stoned individuals. You know, they're exercising their rights. They're not hurting anybody. Not even themselves. You know, Jodie Emery pointed out in her speech, it's safer than the sun. These people are going to get injured by that today, but not by cannabis. Of course, you get your average green out in a group this big. You're probably going to get, you know, out of 60,000 people, you might get 30 of these people who green out, we call it. If somebody has a little bit too much, maybe of the edible form, because that often hits people very, very hard. And yeah, you're gonna get maybe like, you know, a few people greening out. But the worst thing that happens in those scenarios is that they sleep it off a little bit. You know, they just kind of have to lie down for a little while, and that's essentially the worst thing that happens when you green out.
Take out your phones right now. Take out your phones.
So they're making people get off the stage for some reason, so I'm just gonna kind of stay right here because I've got a great spot backstage here. Security guards trying to move everybody for some reason, but I'm here scoping out Cypress Hill and I ain't budging. Don't worry, guys, I've done this before. Been in this spot many, many times, and we will be victorious and speak with Cypress and remain backstage. So the hipster rappers are just finishing up. There they are. I mean, that was bad. I don't mean to be mean or anything, but like I said, I was like, maybe I'm just getting old and I don't understand music anymore, but no, it was bad. It was bad. You guys agreed with me.
Hello, Vancouver. Do you love marijuana?
So,
do you love 420? I love marijuana so much, and I am
and there's
so
Dana Larson on stage giving a speech. He's one of the main organizers of this event.
Beautiful day in Vancouver.
And it is a beautiful day in Vancouver for this.
They told us we needed a permit. They told us to get the hell out of their parks. They told us marijuana is legal now. So go home and shut up. And we said,
So we're just waiting now. We got a good spot stoked out again. Just hanging tight. Because I would like to interview Cypress Hill. I mean, I'm sure they're looking at this as a celebration, but really, you know, this is still a protest. Is how a lot of these people are looking at it, and rightly so, because there's a lot to protest. You know, it was a complete monopolistic takeover of the industry. I was warning people about it for years, guys. I made a film called the Trudeau Deception, and you know, I warned people that this was going to happen, and then it happened. So I hope all these people realize that there is still a lot to protest here. You know, legalization did come to Canada, but not nearly in the way that anybody wants. Now,
they don't have 300 booths selling marijuana. They don't have hundreds.
I see a crowd gathering over here, and that might be because it's Cypress in the backstage area.
And right here, right now.
Oh, they probably have their own tent. Let's take a
Work
peek.
to do, my friends. Marijuana is kind of legal, but it's not legal enough. We need thousands
Where's Cypress?
of legal growers.
Right there.
We need hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of weed shops in every city. We need cheap, high quality, potent, plentiful marijuana available in every corner store in the country.
That is legalization. We want to be able to grow as many plants as we
All right,
want
so
in our gardens. Big, beautiful
if you're just tuning in, we're here just backstage at 420 Vancouver, waiting to talk to the boys from Cypress Hill. Love those guys back when they were in their heyday, you know, early 90s, mid 90s. When I was in grade 9 in 1994, I loved Cypress back then. So here we have a few people gathering, just waiting to also meet them. I'm gonna stay up here because I'm like where the stage is, where they're gonna be coming. So I'm in a perfect spot to intercept the band.
No one else has been going on for 25 years. But since we started, there have been 420s all across the country, all around the
Let me know if you guys have any questions. Or super chats are always greatly appreciated. I went over my data limit, I noticed. I got a message during this broadcast saying you've reached 100% of your data. So this one's gonna cost me. Streaming costs in Canada is insane. Like, yeah, using the data. So yeah, if you want to contribute to these efforts, it's always greatly appreciated. Of course, there's always links in the description below too, for I could join it officially as a member. You know, become a patron, a PFP member. You can donate one-time donations there, PayPal, stuff like that. Jack, thank you so much. Says I'll send you $100. Yeah, if you go to pressfortruth.ca/donate, there's a lot of options there. PayPal and cryptocurrencies. You could join as a Patreon alternative. I got a subscribe star now. Yeah, it's greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for that.
For us, the populace. We're here because we're protesting the cannabis laws,
So,
but we're really here about freedom.
just an update, guys. We're backstage at 420 Vancouver.
And if your public servants can tell you that you can't have that or you're a criminal, then damn it, you're not free. And we
Here's a shot
deserve
of
to
the
be
crowd.
free. Our forefathers fought for freedom. And freedom is
waiting
what
for
we're
the
going
big
to
band,
get because a
Cypress
critical
Hill,
mass
to
of people
enter the
get what
stage
they
area.
want. So let's keep
Gonna be
fighting.
coming up from the stairs,
All
probably
right.
there or there. Hit
We're
the
getting
stage
really
there.
close to our favorite moment right now. I'm going to sing right now, but I'm going to tell you when I'm done singing, we're going to ask you to move back a little bit, so please cooperate with us. Our anthem. Oh, cannabis.
And here's the Oh Cannabis anthem.
We're feeling power.
Eggs are mine. Thanks so much for the super chat. Very greatly apprecited.
And with glowing joints, we've made the point that the true north.
Give you a better view of what's going on right now. We got Neil Magnuson. Sorry, man. Neil Magnuson singing Oh Cannabis to this massive crowd of probably 40,000-50,000 people or so. As they're all getting ready to spark up for 420 in solidarity with other cannabis consumers from all over the world, who are going to spark up and consume together in solidarity at the exact same time. As we said, as a part of protesting in solidarity. And I'm kind of crammed into the backstage area right now, so we're going to get an interesting view of it. Jack, thank you so much for the super chat. $100 super chat. Very greatly appreciated.
Thank you very much. Now, we're going to
I'll get you another shot of this crowd.
You'd love to do it. We need you people to actually move back off the barrier.
Yes, Jack, thank you so much. That'll cover my data my data for streaming this. I'm going to continue streaming for as long as I can, and that ought to cover it. Although YouTube takes like 30%, I think. I'll probably get about 69 or 70 of that, which is still awesome. But yeah, screw YouTube.
Alright, so before you sit down, we're going to make a path that goes from right here in the middle. Everybody on that side, make some space, and you'll be right in the middle. We don't want to join thrown at your head, but we need a nice, exactly, it needs to be that big.
And if you're just tuning in, we're at 420 Vancouver. This crowd is massive.
So there'll be no
And Cypress Hill's about to take the stage.
Yeah, when I was a young lad before I injured myself. Yeah, but
I'm going to be trying to sit down there a little bit later for an interview.
After everything all the way to the sound system coordination.
Lots of signal. Oh, we're back. All right. Sorry guys, signal got flogged a little bit there. That's probably going to happen if we get closer to 420. I'm going to warn you.
Everybody on the network.
Yeah,
right?
everybody on the network at the same time. Yeah, exactly. How are you liking the 420 so far, man?
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Best event, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
25th anniversary. How can you go wrong, right?
Yeah.
Cypress Hill, all my friends, activism. That's what it's all about, right?
Now, I've been asking a lot of people like what some of their views are post legalization about some of the changes. What do you think are some of the things that still need to happen in terms of legalization being done properly?
Well, I mean, the biggest front would be just allowing people to grow cannabis that is medicinally beneficial to people who need it, recreational or non-recreational. So whether you use the plant to get stoned recreational or use the plant medicinally, it has a ton of medicinal benefits. So just proper cannabis grown by proper producers, right? They should open up the market to allow craft cannabis growers and people that have records that have been, and then they need to release everybody and no more convictions. Like, I mean, look at that poor guy in Winnipeg. Just got fucking 10 months for 85 grams. It's ridiculous. So there's absolutely no reason for us to continue a prohibition attitude if they claim that legalization is what's to happen, right?
Yeah.
So there's no, we're not going to change that until that happens. And that's the same reason why we're here. That's why we're all here today, right?
Yeah, well said. I would agree, man. That's why it's a celebration, but it's also a protest. We got to continue to let people
Will always be a protest.
Yeah.
Right? Whether they give us what we want or not, we're still going to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man. So there it is, guys, and I think we're probably like 5 minutes. Ooh, 5 minutes out. I hear from the big countdown. 5 minutes away.
Can I trade you? I'd like to enjoy my 420 moment from my chair.
Pretty guys in the flesh.
He's got his. All right, let me get you guys a shot of what's going on here.
Sit down and make the line up there so people can go out in either direction. Okay. You got lots of movement. Okay.
So I'm going to warn you, it's possible we're going to lose the connection with you. Right now, they're handing out a lot of free cannabis. They're throwing joints into the crowd, making sure everybody's well stocked for the big moment. In 5 minutes from now, when they count down and everyone sparks up at the same time. As you can see, everybody's getting ready. Everyone's getting prepared.
So don't stand up until we get the ladies back to the stage, please. They are counting on us not to be able to share, but we can share. We share all the time.
And again, if you're just tuning in, we're backstage just waiting for Cypress Hill. They're just down, getting out of their tent. They're going to come take the stage soon. That's going to be epic. Love me some Cypress. And now they're throwing out the joints. So see, it's just joints being thrown all over the place. That's true. Yeah. All the people in the middle are getting. Look, do you guys see the joints flying everywhere? It's hard to see on film. But it's just raining. It's raining joints. Yeah, see everybody's hands up because there's packages and joints being thrown all over the place. You see there's girls walking around with joints, throwing them into the crowd. Yeah. They empty the joint bags, see? It's like scattering seeds among the birds or something. They just scatter joints everywhere. Notice they make everybody to keep it safe and civil. I mean, they're throwing free weed all over the place. So everybody, they say, you know, they only throw weed to people who are sitting down. So right now they're telling everybody, you know, sit down like these guys are. And anybody who sits down gets a whole bunch of joints thrown at them. Because in a couple minutes from now, it's going to be the big moment, 420. Cypress Hill is going to take the stage. This entire crowd's going to spark, and it's going to be pretty epic. A pretty epic show of civil disobedience, you know? And that's what it comes down to. Here's the countdown, folks. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy 420!
Oh yeah! Look at that crowd. You got about 50,000 people sparking up at the same time right now, folks. I'm gonna give you a shot of what's going on.
They're coming.
Now this is about to get real smoky. Just watch how smoky it gets. This is Vancouver, remember? This ain't some other town's 420. This is Vancouver 420, guys. So the wind is blowing that way. Now look, this entire city is going to be smoked out. The wind is blowing it across the whole city. This is a sight to see, I gotta tell you. Look at that crowd. Look at that.
Look at the beach. The fucking beach is just packed down there.
Beach is packed with people. It's being consumed right now. It's right here. Hey. Back. Look here somewhere. Take the stage. I don't want to leave the backstage area because, you know, I got up here, so I'm going to stay up here for now. But they might be down there. Let's see. Oh, that's all right, man. I'm just getting a view here. All right. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, hopefully the connection stays here, guys, because at the same time showing this glorious sight of Vancouver 420, where probably 60, 70,000, it's tough to say, just sparked up at the same time. And everyone's waiting for Cypress Hill to take the stage. All right. I need somebody to comment. Let me know you guys can still see me and hear me because we keep losing the connection because it's vlogged. Internet is bogged down. So hit that thumbs up button. Let me know if we're still connected. I know it's probably been kind of cutting in and out, but hang tight. We got Cypress Hill coming up.
Cypress Hill's just about to go on, so I gotta go.
Yeah, those donors can't do that properly. Didn't work out very well.
Anymore, so I hope this is still streaming. The internet is pretty bogged down right now. But if you guys are still with me, we're here in Vancouver for 420 in Vancouver. We're live, backstage, waiting for Cypress Hill to take the stage. Here's a shot of the crowd where the smoke is starting to clear out a little bit.
Gotta be a Jew to live there. I'd be fine, bro. I've traveled around the world now. Yeah. I own property in Mexico.
Let me know if you guys are still with me. I know the connection was not very good earlier because, but I may end this stream soon. Possibly start up another one. But I want to secure an interview with Cypress, which is what I'm doing here backstage. So I'll call it. I've been streaming here for an hour and 15 minutes. I think it's a good time to call it now. Cypress Hill is going to be taking the stage soon. Unless somebody comments right now, let me know we're still going. If you're still watching. If we're good, if I got a decent stream, I'll continue. Because let me show you. We do have a nice spot. We do have a nice spot here backstage. And it would be nice to see Cypress come on live for you guys. I'd like to be able to show you that, so maybe I'll stick around here for a little bit. But I soon got to get back to my booth where my friends are. But it's going to be very difficult to walk through this crowd at this point to get back all the way to that red Liberty Farms booth.
Mixmaster Mike.
Alright, you guys still with me?
These two boys and little mustache pickles. Are you motherfuckers ready for Cypress Hill? I say, are you ready for motherfucking Hollywood Walk of Fame, legendary Cypress Hill?
Let's
if you're still with me, we're here at 420 Vancouver. Cypress Hill stage. About 50, maybe 60,000 people out here waiting for Cypress Hill. Come on!
Anthem.
Tuning in, this is 420 Vancouver. We've got Cypress Hill about to take the stage. No doubt they're going to rock this crowd. The one and only Cypress Hill to take the stage in this massively epic protest, which is what this still is. You know, a lot of people are celebrating legalization, but a lot of people are still protesting it too. So yeah, this is a rally, this is a festival, but it's mostly a protest. And I can't wait to see if I can get an interview with Cypress about that. I want to see how much they know about legalization in Canada, if they know about the monopolization of the industry, and we'll see what we can get. But we're just here backstage at 420 Vancouver waiting to see the big show. Cypress is taken to the stage any minute. Oh, hang tight. The internet is kind of bogged, so we don't have very good connection. Stick with us, and we're gonna keep streaming for as long as we can.
When I say Mixmaster, I'll say Mike. Mixmaster, Mixmaster, Mixmaster,
We're just backstage here at 420. Cypress Hill is right there, and they're about to take that stage, entertain this crowd. It should be a fun
The Cypress Hill squad right here.
It'd be hard to get us in Cypress Hill at the same time.
Got the better camera, I got the iPhone, I got one of
Cypress on the stage. I don't see any other comments coming in, so I hope we're still streaming. But anyways, we're here at 420. And here's the crowd. Alright guys, I'm going to cut the stream. I'm going to end this one. We're here just backstage right now. I want to try to get a solid interview with the boys from Cypress Hill, so I'm going to wrap this one up and get the camera ready to go for that. I want to thank you guys for tuning in once again. Please check the links in the description to where you can join us as a member. You can join us as a patron. You can contribute with PayPal, and of course we can use your help, especially with covering events like this. You know, it costs a lot with the data streaming, but we do it for you to bring you the information about what's going on with this cannabis legalization, cannabis in Canada. And yeah, we got Cypress on the stage right now. I'm gonna call it. Wait for them to get off the stage and do an interview. Thanks for watching, guys. Click the thumbs up button, share the video. Happy 420.